Guys, Steve again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. There's heaps of cool stuff just like this. Now here we have one of the latest tanks from Henglong, the Russian KV2, one of the strangest silhouettes of a tank during World War II, in my opinion. I think it looks really cool. Now it's powered by the latest Henglong 7 board. I have the Pro version here. Henglong have come a long way in my opinion, and if you're interested, check out the links down below. There's not just the KV2, they have other tanks as well. Alright, so let's not waste too much time. Let's have a look and get it out of the box. Alright, as we can see, Russian KV2, 1/16 scale, 2.4 gigahertz RC tanks. Henglong is definitely improving. So up here we can see it's got full suspension, real smoke, shoots airsoft bullets, they're fun. Flashlights, which means, you know, the actual machine gun barrel goes up and down and rotates, and it's obviously got realistic sound. Now the KV2 is powered by V12, I believe, 500 horsepower. Didn't go very fast though, only went about I think 25 kilometers an hour or 12 miles an hour. Had a crew of I believe 5, but then on the later versions it went to 6 and a range of 200 kilometers. The big thing about it, it had a 152mm howitzer gun in the front. Now that was an M10T, I believe, and yeah, pretty damn thick. Had a massively thick armor on the turret, and I do believe that to get into the turret you had to have like a little ladder, and there wasn't many produced. There was only 203 of them apparently, but a lot of you aficionados will let me know down below. Good thing about these boxes, they do have a little bit of a story about it here, which is nice. You can always pause the video if you want, but yeah, it didn't last very long on the war, but there was several variants, but very unique, and yeah, I love it regardless. Right, on the side of the box, before I open her up, there you go. Standard edition, then you have Upgrade Edition, MS, and Professional Edition Pro, which is the one that's got metal drive wheels and all that kind of cool stuff as well. I do believe there's 5, so I got neither one from the top, and that's fine by me. As long as it has metal tracks, drive wheels, and idler, I'm happy with that. But alright, can't do it one-handed. Let me open it up and let's see how she looks. So first up, 6mm bullets. They're not bad. They do hurt if you shoot them long range. I wouldn't recommend shooting people, that's for sure. You also get your battle tank accessory parts. They're like the additional details which you kind of push fit on, and generally with the later model Henglongs, they're getting pretty damn detailed, and I do think they look much better. You also get our charger for the battery, and also your infrared battle system, which I do believe is compatible with Tamiya tanks. Alrighty, there we go. Check out this. Henglong painting has come a long way as well. So as you can see, it's got slightly weathered look. It looks fantastic in my opinion. Now they look better in person, but that looks actually really good. Look at that size of that gun. Infamous howitzer there. Now, oh man, it weighs a bit. Here's our basic 2.4 gigahertz controller. I'll show you how this all works later on, but let me clear this desk and we'll get into this a little bit more. It looks awesome. You also do get instruction manual on how to use the controller, little overview of the new boards, and also the tank itself. Now the KV2 obviously shared the same chassis as the KV1, but obviously with the updated weight of this turret caused issues with the gearbox, engine, and also the turret ring, because when that bad boy went off, the recoil I think often jammed that turret ring on the real tank. So yeah, that's interesting. But here we go. Everything you need to know: where to put the oil for the smoke system, all that kind of cool stuff. Battery goes in the bottom of the tank. How to load the BB guns in there, and that is it. What else? There we go. I'll move this over. What's in here? On and off switch. Have a closer look. But there we go. There's an instruction manual. Nice. But what I'll do, because also in here tells you where to put all the accessories. Just here's not as many as the German tanks, but it does have a fair bit. So what I'll do, I'll put these accessories on, and yeah, if you want to see how these go on, I've done other videos with those, but they just pretty much snap fit on. And I've been looking at this tank over. It looks good. So as you can see, the road wheels are metal, and also the runners up top, but the drive wheels and front wheel here is, and it also has a tensioner there as well. Awesome. And what I like about this, the suspension is not super stiff. Some of these other ones are stiff as, but this one is nice. I do like it. But let's get those accessories on, because we all know we want to see it run. Alright, before I put the accessories on, I thought I'd show you what's inside, because you might damage them when you're taking them off. Now, a lot of people have seen these, a lot of people haven't. It might be your first video seeing an RC tank. So basically it consists of a lower and an upper, part of the tank. Now, it's 4 screws that hold this guy on. And all you do is you open them up like that. It'd be pretty gentle, delicate, because some of these wires can pull out. Now there is the basic lower hole, upper hole. Depending on the model, you can get metal, or a combination of metal and plastic. But here is all plastic. And what we can see here, we have the new and improved gearboxes. So these are the black steel gearboxes. And these new ones also have this cover on them as well to protect the gears, I guess, which is always good. Next up here, we have a smoke unit, which is really cool. These new ones generally work like proportional as well, so it doesn't just pump out the same amount of smoke. Depending if you're idling or if you give it throttle, it'll increase the amount, and I can hopefully show that later on. Here is our new TK 7.0 board as well, and here I do believe you have your speaker there, on and off switch, so not much else underneath. Depending on if it's like a Tamiya tank or some other tanks with torsion bar suspension, you'll see these bars running through, and that's torsion bar, that's a suspension system. Up underneath here we have our turret rotation, you have our BB mechanism, and also up there as well you'd have your elevation unit as well. But as you can see, not much to it, fairly simple, left and right motor, and that is it. And your battery goes under here. Now that battery, it's just here, it's a 7.4 volt 1800 milliamp hour battery with a basic Tamiya style connector on there. But what I'll do now, close it all up, and we can turn it on. I'll put the accessories on and we can turn it on and give it its first test and see how it performs. But I do like the suspension. It's not as stiff as some of the old ones. And just a quick one, here are the accessories that you put on. And also, as a tank, these are kind of airbrushed as well to kind of match the tank. And there's so much, there's a night and day compared to older hang-longs. So I've got all these parts. Tow ropes, you can always detail these up even further if you want. So, you know what I mean? Shackles, these are your little thumb controls for your controller, you just push them in. That's it. But even the exhausts, it looks good in my opinion, but especially for the price, if you want it Tamiya, you'll be definitely breaking the bank there with the wallet. But yeah, let me put these on. I just wanted to quickly show you, and they're just press fit. You can glue if you really want to, but they haven't seemed to come off for me before. Okay, there we go, installed all the accessories. It's got this one here, it's got a nice hook and plastic, so it's got a combination of two when you put them together. Machine gun at the front, one there, and that one lights up with the LED. This one at the back as well, on the turret. Check out the steps, so that's where you needed a ladder to get actually into this behemoth. Toolboxes, everything is nicely detailed on the side, and a nice little bit of airbrushing here and there. This is where you fill up the oil for the smoke system, but wish it came out top there. But anyway, separately applied parts here, there and there. That rope, the cable, shackles, more toolboxes on the side, and more canisters. Another tow rope here. Just here I left this one off, snapped it by accident. Anyway, lights. There's your little headlight up there, I'll show you on in a minute. But yeah, if you turn this on, you'll see it flash. Pretty cool when the tank's on, it's illuminated and you can turn it on or off. But yeah, really nice details. It's got little weld seams, not as detailed as the T34. Now the T34, yeah, probably one of my favourites from Henlong. So this has got some texture as well, actually like casting from the steel. But they're both really nice. This one has full metal wheels as well. I'll leave the links for these down below. Go check them out. Leave the links. Go check them out for this one. And there's more. I'll try to get some more in the future as well. But on the side underneath here, show the detail of the road wheels. Now these caps are pushed on. As you can see, there's the track tensioner. Clockwise to tighten it, counterclockwise to loosen it up. The rollers there, It'll look nice. Nice bolt details just here. And the running gear as well. Underneath is just pretty plain Jane, but you know, you can paint these, the wheel at the back, the drive wheel, and the front wheel there if you see so, but nice. Happy with it, especially for the price of these. You know, there's some well detail there just here, but you can always add some mini pulley there, slight detail there, but you know, you can also do it yourself if you want. There's a massive howitzer at the front. It is a metal barrel inside. Inside it is metal. Awesome, same as a T34. T34 is a great runner tank as well. Alright guys, everything is plugged in, battery's charged, and got batteries in my controller. These little sticks, like I showed you before, just push in here. But there we go, and as you can see in the background, there's the infamous T34. So you got the KV2 here, same chassis as the KV1 pretty much, with this behemoth of a turret on there. But very cool, I do like it. Like I said, you can adjust the track tension here, which is fantastic. I've gone ahead and put on all the details. I'll take the camera off the stand in a sec, but I'll just show you how it runs. So to start it, you push this, and on the TK7, which is weird, the TK6 and 6.1 I believe had more sound sets. This one only has 2, more than 1 and 1, but the one that comes with it for the World War II era is pretty good. Push this button here. Starts up, and you can also, there's a lot of things you can adjust. And also on the back, if you don't know, on the back of the controller battery compartment, there's like a little cheat sheet here which tells you, you know, what to do. So for example, if you want the volume to go up and down, you push V. You can hear that. And what I do like about this one, you can adjust the top speed as well, so have it more realistic. But you know, you've got machine gun sounds. Now at the front here, there should be a little red light for the machine gun, as you can see. If you push this button, and so push the right one and left, it'll shoot the BB. Pretty cool. Just get out of the way, push hold. There we go, just heard it there. Now the left stick on all these tanks control the turret and the gun. The good thing about these, they are proportional, as you can see. It's not just on or off, which is cool. And same with up and down. Before you'd have to cycle through, but now you don't have to. So if you go all the way down, it'll have a clutch. Hear that going all the way up as well. And with the turret as well, it'll have a clutch in it. And that's just there, I think, for the kids using it and stuff like that, so they don't, you know, ruin the wires and stuff like that. Put the volume down a little bit. There we go. Now on the right stick here, that's for your control. And the good thing about these new Tanglongs, the controls are so much better than before. So if I just get my hand out of the way, as you can see, you can do quite nice slow movements as well. So that's it there. Sounds cool. Really nice. So let's put something underneath so I can show you the suspension. There we go, watch this. It's slipping on the table. Obviously on nice dirt it'll be much better, but like I said, the controls are so much nicer. You can also turn the front light on there as well. So if I G +1, really cool. And I better put this, oh, that just came off, but yeah, really cool. There's the T34 in the back. You can do pivot turns, all that kind of stuff if you want. It also does have a smoke system now. I do believe they're the exhaust, but it doesn't come out in this one. On the T34 it does. Push smoke. Hear it going on. Having up, normally there's a few drops in there from the factory, and it's down here. It's kind of hard to see. You refill it in there, add a few drops. If you want, you can kind of tilt the tank like this to kind of help it oil go down. But you add a few drops in there if you want, and yeah, what I found out, baby oil works the best. So let me see if I've got some around here, and I'll put it on the ground, see if we can see some more smoke, and just show you the differences on the ground and show you how quick it goes. And let's just give it a little test on the concrete. Good test to show you the difference in speeds. Now I'll show you how you can adjust the speed as well. So let's turn it on. The little whine you heard was the smoke system. Now the best one I've seen would be on the, well, it's working there as you can see. The best one I had was on the King Tiger, and the T34 was pretty good as well. You can see that it is proportional, it's kind of hard to see now, but it's smoking away. I put some baby oil in there. Works really well. I do think the sounds pretty damn good for stock Hing Long. Like I said, the 6 boards were probably my favourite, I think. Alright, so this is, I push G and up. You hear that ding, the dong, that's the speed. So this should be flat out. Pretty unrealistic, right? But if I push G and go all the way down, this is probably similar to how quick it probably goes in the best case scenario. That's flat out now in the real world, so probably only went about 18 kilometers an hour, so as you can see. Much more realistic. But it's good how it does have that feature, so you can put up a couple if you want, and just you can use your throttle to see how fast you want to go. I like it. It does have a machine gun at the back. Obviously the later models had a machine gun in the back half of the turret. Let's just turn the smoke system off, push and hold. There's the BB there. I think I've got a couple in there. Maybe right now, but it's pretty powerful, these BBs. Just please make sure you're not looking at them or shooting anyone. But there we go. I'm really happy with how it looks. The colour looks a little bit bluey green on the camera here, but it actually does look quite nice. Now I'm trying to go as slow as I can. So you can definitely do some scale driving with these. The Clark boards as well, which you can upgrade in these. I do love, like on the side there, I do love how you get the track, you get a nice saggy track. Like especially with these Russian tanks, they have the rollers there at the top, so you can get a nice sag happening there, and it's adjustable as well. Clockwise tightens, anti-clockwise loosens it up. There we go. Yeah, you can do some nice movements with it. And I do like how the fact that the turret, they're all proportional as well, so it doesn't just go flat out like that, you just slightly touch it. And also with the barrel. Really nice. You can also adjust the drag as well and the brake. Like I said, it's got all the settings on there. Everything's on the little cheek card at the back. You can turn off the spin as well if you don't want, and all that kind of stuff. But it's quite nice. I wouldn't complain about this, especially nowadays. They have really good value for money, considering how they used to be. These new hang-long tanks are really good. Now, if you're interested, links are down below like always. If you haven't, please subscribe. But fun times. What do you want me to do with this tank? Go through some water, puddles. Let me know what you think. It's raining at the moment. It's really humid. It's summer at the moment in the city. Thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.